elves.
Welcome, guys. To Sagas.
Me when I'm a
We can't
thief,
say the name of this game because Spencer will have to bleep it out, and that's funny.
that's sneaky.
Man, I'm sure.
Welcome to Elf Farm.
I sure can't wait for Kaiden's playthrough of Elf Farm.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
It was elf.
It was a
because
night
it's
on
Christmas.
Halloween.
I didn't even
Men
have to
run
press
in
the
and she
button.
funny scream.
Oh, this is Elf Joy Farm.
Oh,
Why
the
is
worst
that-
button to click.
Elf Jolly Fun.
Whoa!
The pregnant button.
The pregnant button already.
Amazing.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Okay,
let's start.
Later.
Let's get freaky.
In night, go home. Okay, guys.
Oh, immediately.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
The night we arrived at the place we had bought at the border. Before we could unpack, I dragged Yumi to the bedroom. I can't
what?
believe it's already like this.
Wait,
Finally,
why
the
does
days
she
and
have
nights
no
of escaping
name?
the country have made me miss how a bed feels. And sure enough, so is my master. Wow. Yumi took off her clothes
That's
as soon as
true.
we arrived at the bedside, leaving her.
No.
You gonna read it?
what?
No, I'm not reading that
no.
one.
Or what?
Oh.
Please, I want
that's just
Spencer to
good.
censor it with something.
It's just
He can't even show the words on screen because it's like it's hiding behind them.
We had
How
it
will you show the
yoinked
screen
for
at
a few
all?
days.
Just blur the entire
Once,
thing.
once on the couch, she spread her
Little
book
dress on
open.
me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Dress
Bye. Yeah, Yumi, my exclusive maid, was contracted to live her life for me only. I could ask her for anything, including reading time, which was her main service.
Yeah. However, over the course of a
However,
long
over
period
the
of
course-
reading service, a relationship had gradually developed between us.
We started a book club.
But as a nobleman, I couldn't marry or fall in love with her. My family became aware of this development. They tried to break off my relationship with her. A marriage was arranged, and the conditions attached to this marriage resulted in my separation from Yumi and the dissolution of my contractual relationship with her. Thus, we eloped. Without a word, I read Yumi's stories, taking in the elf's words, which would keep my brain nourished.
Until dawn!
There was no need for prologue.
Yeah, prologues.
Popcorn reading.
There
No
was
need
no
for
need for
prologue.
prologues,
Skipping
page turners.
page turning.
No.
I
Why?
keep reading with her for so long that we skipped all of that. I didn't have to wait for her.
For her book to get opened before I plunged my.
I just looked where it.
Plunge my mind into the
Although the
It's
book
there.
itself was
soft and supple.
soft and supple, yeah. The lack of
frame.
The lack of licking my
the
fingers.
lack of
through the
punctuation,
page.
the run-on sentences into her book brought about a painful sensation of raw fiction.
Yeah.
It hurts, but that's good. Oh,
When my book,
When my
gets
book-
left.
When my book gets read.
it's all about comfort. So there's less excitement, unless he. Although this may have seemed like she was a masochist, it wasn't entirely true. It's only because of my relationship with her. She was fully accepting all of my reading behaviors.
My bookworm.
This chapter, page number, words, even the spine, had all been ravaged by me countless times. Yeah. That was why it was so overwhelming to read it constantly. Dude, this is kind of incredible. Like, it started like this? This is way worse than any game I've ever played that's like this.
Immediately.
I
Like-
mean,
How about
with
it?
With the name, what
They
do
were
you
so
expect?
right! They completely skipped prologue.
Yeah.
How about it, reader?
is the book that hasn't been opened for a few days? That's crazy. Has the book that hasn't been opened for a few days as
raw
as
crisp
raw,
as a
as
new one.
crisp as a new one, or is it
Falling apart.
falling apart because it hasn't been used properly? There we go.
Yeah.
She whined in a naughty tone and twisted her waist in a declarative manner, sending
My book.
My bookworm.
My book.
Sending my
no
bookmark.
bookworm is way
My
too close. We're
bookmark.
not using bookworm.
Sending my bookmark.
bookmark. Sending my bookmark.
Sending my bookmark stirring in
in
different
different
pages.
directions, deep within
Yep.
her pages.
Deep within her pages.
Right my face.
The feeling of anxiety brought about by our elopement was completely lifted by the fact that we were out of our original country and in a neighboring frontier region. Okay.
I feel like elopement.
That's
is
right,
probably
this
a bad
old
word.
book needs a...
This old book
This old-
needs
this-
a good reading.
Yep, but for now, move your waist. Responding to her anticipation, I insulted her book and raised my waist, letting my bookmark hit the deeper part of her
Pages.
pages
Against her spine.
her spine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moaning sounds. I can't do this. If you hit my
Reader.
if you hit okay, yeah, reader.
If you
I
hit
can't
my
do this,
spine
reader.
like
If
this.
you hit my spine like this, my
The pages will rip out.
my
pages
words will
fall
soon.
out.
Yeah, okay. I had to resist the natural physiological reaction, enjoying the discomfort of a hard object being
Inserted into her book.
slammed against a
To
wall to
satisfy my
satisfy my
reading
sadistic
habits.
desires. It was always the same during reading. Serving was always the first priority in her mind. She held back her reading
Oh.
desire and allowed her book
Yes.
to exist only as a prop for me to release my reading desire.
Yeah.
Serving was always the first priority.
Today she wouldn't let herself read until I had read. Yep, that's what that says.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not missing out.
Yeah.
but really I wasn't going to start off with a
Bible
full-
study.
a
Bible study.
Bible study
Bible
tonight.
study.
As long as I read her book,
Bye.
my reading desire was aroused. As long as I contact with the membranes, my bookmark wouldn't soften. In such a context, the interaction between us all happened after reading.
Read.
After Bible study.
Oh man.
Yeah.
In the interplay of looks, Yumi dropped her pace and used only.
Oh my god.
What do we do?
Skip. Skip.
Skip.
The steady reading.
The
The
skimming.
interplay of look, Yumi dropped her pace and just kind of just sat there. What's the matter, reader? We came all this way. Do you have anything else to think about? It is true that this place is located in a neighboring country and in a remote area. Yeah, you said that. With the money left over from the escape, I bought this very unpopular piece of land in a village and spent several days in a row traveling here. But to put it bluntly, it was after all within the realm of search. You've settled down, I intend to move further afield. After all, it's still in the southern part of the country, and I want to cross the straits to the northern continent. You're having this conversation now? What is happening? The northern continent? Well, haha, I heard it's cold and snowy there in winter. I've never seen snow before, it's hard to imagine the land being white. You're in a land on the southern continent full of forests and greenery. There was always... Dude, this is the Oregon Trail. There's always spring with only a slight drop in temperature. You want to cross the sea, we have to leave from the port. Haha, what do we do for a sea pass? As the other side of the sea was not within the boundaries of the Allies, we must have proof of identity to travel there. World War II? We were elopers and would never want to be in the presence of the state authorities for the purpose of obtaining a sea pass. I'm planning to get a flying boat. About a medium-sized one is enough to get there. I came up with a semi-possible solution, and as I did so, I pushed my bookmark deeper and deeper into her pages. Haha, I get it, but flying boats are expensive. Yumi understood the body language of my gesture and responded by closing her stupid book. I intend to build my own. I hear the structure of flying boats is actually quite simple. What I had in mind was a balloon that had the power to move forward.
What the fuck? This is not normal.
Anyone with a certain level of craftsmanship can basically make the frame, but it is the energy supply that is the core issue. That's a balloon boat, I think. I see, but you might need to learn some craft techniques, reader. After clarifying the discrepancy in terminology between humans and elves, Yumi got straight to the crux of the matter. Don't worry, there's plenty of wood here for me to practice on. I just need to earn some money before I can do it. The cottage I bought was located in the middle of a forest. Thanks to this, the most abundant resources here were the trees and the land. So let's deal with the land first. Tomorrow. As the conversation came to an end, Yumi returned to letting me play with... as I wish. Dude, how long is this? I thought they were wrapping up.
We
She started
you
to-
don't talk about that shit during reading time. That's fucking
Interrupting the
disrespectful.
book. She started to read again, letting me read in her read, tempting me to return my mind to the act of reading. After reading her on the lips, I started to shake my hips. After stating my future intentions, it was time to let my bookmark slip out of its... It was time to let...
Oh my god.
It was time to let my bookmark... Yep. That being said, there are many things that should not be available here. I couldn't help but laugh at what Yumi mentioned. Yeah, I guess it's a hunter's cottage after all, so it's unlikely to have any of that stuff. We'll have to find a way to get everything to satisfy your needs. What we both had in mind was a toy that we would always use between us.
Oh.
Dude, they play toys.
Oh,
We
like
only had the basic necessities with
Lego.
us when we went away. Oh, like fire truck and monster truck. I didn't think about that much when we left. We should have put something in. Okay. Great. Wow, great. Great. Yep. Uh-huh. 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 Is it over? Please, 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 please. Tomorrow. Yes! It's over!